my city, you know how we on it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak.
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, B.A., but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
Jones from outside. And the three-pointer goes.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton. And Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Halliburton outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Brown. Takes the three. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Grimes' shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The offensive rebound. Jones from outside. The shot off that time. And the 76ers with possession. And Thompson gets it to go.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Pass to Collins. Lets it go from deep. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And it's Collins with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity. Now not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both shots good from the stripe. Nets leading by 3. Pass to Collins. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. '76ers trail by 3. To the inside. Garner. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Outside, Brown. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. Herb Jones picks one up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The 3, DiVincenzo sinks it from distance.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Now here's Adebayo. No points yet. Thompson in the post.
You see the commitment from Collins there. Excellent work making an impact on defense.
5 on the clock. Halliburton left side. Called in by DiVincenzo.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Now here's Adebayo. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Stolen by Thompson. Halliburton outside. Here's Grimes. Drains the triple. Grimes has got 9.
No way Halliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
Here's Brown. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 7. Johnson for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. A chance at a 2 for 1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
George for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Grimes. Now here's George. With the drive. And George with the jam.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Number 20.
The kick out to Williams. They need this. He can't get it to go. It could go. And that's not going to go. And so it's Philadelphia with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The Sixers lead by 9. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. McCain shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And the Nets miss again. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Oh, and Jackson with the block. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Back to Johnson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
The Sixers lead by 16. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. George left side. Pass to McCain. Out to Oubre. There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. Outside Johnson. Williams from long range. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Brooklyn making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions for your Nets.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Johnson. Second personal foul. Team second.
Here's McCain. No made baskets yet. Out to Oubre. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. A nice shot by McCain. And the 76ers lead by 15.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Nice shot by George.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Oubre. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kelly Oubre Jr. knows exactly when to knife to the basket. Really good decision there.
Allen outside. The three. Tipped. They retain possession. Little's shot is good.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Pass to Jackson. And here's George. Nice move. Kicks it out to Jackson.
Left 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. George outside. Over Allen. Clowney pulls it in. Nets trail by 16. Pass to Allen. The three is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. A minute and a half left in the first half of this game.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Williams from long range. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
To the paint. And Wood with the stuff.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Philadelphia foul. Second personal foul. Team seconds. Substitutions on the court.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Jackson. He takes it in. DiVincenzo with the steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. These are his first free throws of the game.
Third team foul.
Free throw is good from Collins. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Fires from deep. The shot that time not on target.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Brown for 3. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Halliburton outside. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nets trail by 13. Outside, DiVincenzo. Out to the wing. Outside Jones. 4 on the clock. Brown. And that one's on target from the wing. Brown's got 8.
And when it comes to Brown's jump shot, it's all about finding consistency.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Thompson with a steal. For the finish. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Tipped. It's 2-on-1. Right side Jones. Launches a 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Jones. In transition, here they come. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Philadelphia leading by 15. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Number 20, Jared.
Knocked away. Halliburton outside. Pass to Thompson. The layup misses. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Kick out to Brown. Here's Minot. They get it back. Now here's Jones. Outside, DiVincenzo. And pushing it up the floor. Philadelphia, the Sixers again in transition. And the 76ers making a change here.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets on D. 15-point game. Halliburton misses. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Baji. Back to Jones. From behind the arc. Smith outside. To snap the cold streak. Knocks it down from distance. Smith got his first 3 points of the game.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Clowney. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. For 3, Allen. Outside Little. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Brown. Philadelphia leading by 14. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
And another miss by Philadelphia. Pass to Clowney. For 3, Allen. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Yabusele. This one for 3. The Sixers again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the right side. Clowney. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Fast break, Philadelphia. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to train it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Stolen by Jackson. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Williams. For 3, George. Baji grabs a miss. Nets trailed by 16. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
George's shot is good.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Baji. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Out left to the wing. Hit stolen by Johnson. For three, Allen. Can't hit that one. And George with some nice D.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
The kick out to Johnson. Looking to win the run. Wood grabs the board. The Sixers lead by 19. Out to Gordon. George outside. Puts it up from the high post. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And so it's Philadelphia sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future. It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Allen outside. Outside Little. And a miss there on the triple. The Sixers lead by 21. Here's Yabusele. George for three. Collins with the rebound. Right side Johnson. For three, Allen. Paul George pulls down the board.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
George with another miss. Takes a three. It's rebounded by George. So it's Philadelphia now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Buries it from three.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
For three, Collins hits a three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
George for three. Rebounded by the Nets.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Little. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Out to Gordon. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, anytime you've got a player that can give you extra possessions, that's a great asset, and Wood is a fantastic offensive rebounder.
They get it back. Allen outside. Three-pointer. Paul George pulls it in.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
It's George on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The three ball. Collins with the rebound.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Allen on the wing. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, George with a steal. Fires the three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
The Sixers lead by 13. And the jam by George.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
It's Williams, high post. For three, Allen. He can't hit that time.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
George with it. Picked up by Allen. Fader on the way. George with another miss.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the 76ers.
Hey, if you get yourself to the line and cash in on those opportunities, you paint your opponent into a corner.
Yeah, they were so successful with that all night. Aggressive, fearless, whatever you want to call it, they really pushed the action and got rewarded.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paul George.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
4-3, and Brown gets the 3. 34 seconds left in the fourth. From the arc. They grab their own miss. For 3, DiVincenzo. And he can't get that one. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to DiVincenzo. Kick out to Brown. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth. And here's Thompson for 3. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Some in blue hunt look like I'm neighbor. I'll be back in the morning. Tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong. You break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters where the reward my swag was stolen. He wanted to I put up stuff 20,000 skinny pins. I call that a Harriet Tubman. I be mad by no cat machine. I'm pop my like baby cause this outfit 3600. I fall in the club like so many be scared to touch me. Give me some get lucky. 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 Yeah, give me some get lucky. Give me some. I want your friend, your buddy. Girl, I know your. No, I feel like a movie scene.